Good morning, everyone, and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Khoula Mehmood, and I am a student of Rehan College 20 Campus Teacher Training Board came the marketing department. Today, I am going to take an interview ChatGPT on the topic how to build safe discipline and stay focused. Safe discipline is one of the most important quality of success in life. It helps us control our habits, manage our time, and stay committed to our goals. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, and staying focused has become difficult for many people. However, with the right mindset,
and the right strategies, anyone can develop self-discipline. Today, I'll be exploring practical tips, daily routines, and how we can overcome distractions in such a fast-paced world. So let's dive in.
daily habits, and strong determinants, anyone can improve self-discipline and active success. I am excited to share my thoughts and ideas on this topic.
That's a great start. You could then dive into some concrete examples, like setting a morning routine, using time blocking techniques, or even small rewards for progress. And then you can invite your audience to share their own habits as well. Let me know if you need any more help shaping it.
So my topic is how to build safe discipline and stay focused. My first question is, what is safe discipline?
That's a solid first question. After you ask that, you could follow up by asking how self-discipline differs from willpower, or why it's especially crucial in a marketing career. Just keep it conversational and let the ideas flow.
My next question is, why is self-discipline important?
Perfect. After that, you can encourage them to give examples, like times they stayed on track despite distractions, or maybe how it helped them achieve long-term goals. That'll keep the conversation really relatable.
Okay, now my third question is, how can a student develop self-discipline?
That's a great one. You can ask for specific strategies like setting small daily goals, using planners, or breaking tasks into manageable chunks. And then maybe ask them how they stay motivated even when things get tough.
What are the biggest disciplines for students?
That's a crucial question. You could get them to talk about things like social media, multitasking, or even just poor time management habits. That way you can discuss practical ways to minimize those distractions.
Okay, so my next question is, how does goal setting help with discipline?
That's a fantastic follow-up. You can ask them to explain how having clear, specific goals gives them a sense of purpose and direction, which makes staying disciplined a lot easier.
My next question is, how can time management improve focus?
Exactly. You can explore how managing time with tools like schedules or to-do lists allows students to allocate their energy to what matters most, reducing overwhelm and boosting focus.
Okay, next question, why do people lose focus easily?
That's a really relatable one. You can have them discuss things like constant notifications, mental fatigue, or even just a lack of structure. Once you unpack that, you can segue into practical solutions.
My next question is, how can someone stay motivated?
That's a great pivot. You can ask them to share how they keep their long-term vision in mind, maybe by celebrating small wins, using a vision board, or reminding themselves why they started.
What
Glad
role
that
does
works.
routine play in self-discipline?
That's a fantastic next question. You can have them explain how a consistent daily routine removes the need to make constant choices, making self-discipline almost automatic. Plus, routines help reduce decision fatigue, which is super helpful.
My next question is, how does exercise help with focus?
Great question. You can ask them to talk about how regular physical activity boosts energy levels, sharpens mental clarity, and even reduces stress. So it's like a double win for staying focused.
My next question is, can reading books improve discipline?
Absolutely. You can ask them how reading regularly creates a habit of focus, since you're setting aside time, staying engaged, and building patience. It also broadens their knowledge, which ties back to long term success.
My next question: how does social media impact focus?
That's really relevant. You can ask them to discuss how constant notifications or the urge to scroll can fragment attention, and how setting boundaries or limiting screen time can really help them stay on track.
So my next question: why is concentrations important?
Exactly. You can have them explain how consistency builds momentum, so even when motivation dips, sticking to a routine keeps progress steady and keeps them from falling off track.
So my next question is: how can students avoid procrastination?
That's a really practical one. You can ask them to share tips like breaking tasks down, using techniques like the Pomodoro method, or just setting clear deadlines for themselves so they don't keep putting things off.
So next question is: okay, so what are the habits of disciplined people?
I love that. You can ask them to describe habits like waking up early, making daily priorities, tracking progress, or even practicing mindfulness, things that help keep them on track every day.
Okay, next question: how does positive thinking help discipline?
That's a great one. You can ask them to explain how a positive mindset helps them stay resilient, view setbacks as learning opportunities, and keep pushing toward their goals, even when things get tough.
So next question is: can discipline improve ultimate performance?
Absolutely. You can ask them to share how staying disciplined helps them meet deadlines, improve the quality of their work, and even develop stronger study project habits, which all boost their performance.
Next question is: how can sleep affect focus?
That's a really important one. You can ask them to explain how quality sleep refreshes the mind, improves concentration, and basically sets the foundation for staying disciplined and focused during the day.
My next question is: why is practice important in self-discipline?
That's a really nice point. You can have them explain how repeating positive behaviors daily creates a habit loop. So the more they practice self discipline, the more automatic it becomes, reinforcing their success.
My next question is: how can someone control bad habits?
That's a great follow up. You can ask them to talk about strategies like identifying triggers, replacing bad habits with positive ones, and being patient with themselves, since it takes time to break old patterns.
What is the connection between focus and success?
That's a really powerful connection. You can ask them to explain how staying focused allows them to channel their energy toward their goals, avoid distractions, and ultimately achieve bigger success over time.
Okay, so next question: how can students improve continence concentrations?
That's got it. You can ask them to share practical ways, like setting specific manageable goals, using techniques like mindfulness, or even reducing multitasking, so that they can stay present and build their ability to focus consistently.
Okay, so next question. So your next question is:
Sure. Go ahead and let me know if you have a
can
specific
discipline?
direction or.
Okay. Can discipline improve attendance performance?
That's a really solid one to revisit. After they explain that, you could also ask them for real life examples. Maybe how disciplined study habits help them raise grades or complete big projects on time. That brings the answer more to life.
So your next question is: what is the containing between focus and success?
We touched on that earlier, but it's worth reinforcing. You can have them explain how focus acts like a funnel. When students concentrate their energy on the right tasks, they make steady progress, and that consistent progress eventually leads to success.
So my next question is: how can a student improve concentration?
That's a great one. You can ask them to talk about strategies like reducing distractions, like keeping a tidy workspace, taking short breaks, and practicing mindfulness or breathing exercises to stay present.
So my next question is, how does confidence help with discipline?
Ooh, that's a great connection. You can ask them to explain how when students trust in their abilities, they're more likely to take consistent action, stick to their routines, and push through challenges, reinforcing their discipline along the way.
So okay, so your next question is, can failures teach discipline?
Absolutely. You can ask them to explain how failure, when approached with the right mindset, can build resilience. It pushes them to reflect, adjust their habits, and come back even stronger. So, in a way, each failure becomes a lesson in discipline.
Okay, so your next question and last question is, how can parents help children become disciplined?
That's a really thoughtful one to end on. You can ask them to talk about how parents can model discipline themselves, set clear expectations, and create structured environments so kids learn that consistency and focus are valuable habits from an early age.
Second. So your last question is, what is your final message about self-discipline?
That's a great closing question. You can have them summarize by saying that self discipline is a lifelong skill. Small daily choices build big results, and with patience and consistency, anyone can shape their future success.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts on self-discipline and focus. This topic is really important because discipline plays a major.
You're exactly. And you did a great job connecting those ideas, so I'm sure your interview is going to go really well. If you need anything else, just let me know.